That was actually something I was going to ask as well. When you were growing up outside of like the online presences you found in your, early teenage years, was there anyone surrounding you or in your life or a parent that was queer or trans, or were you kind of like figuring this out within your own identity, or were there like role models here and there that you kind of saw from afar?
Yeah, in person, I don't think I had any real role models. I feel like the first ever actual person that I've met was when I moved to the US
Mhm.
because in Mexico people are not out,
Yeah.
like at least not visibly queer or
Mhm.
visibly like in any way because it's really dangerous. At least it was back then.
Yeah.
Because the machismo is something that's really strong in Mexico.
Hmm.
And basically machismo is basically censoring men or like being in some way misogynistic, like
Yeah.
basing men as a certain priority or level of status over anything else.
Hmm. Hmm.
So being out in Mexico at that point was not something that can exist and still
100%.
is really hard to do.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And I'm sure it's interesting to see the differences being in Mexico versus being in the US. Like, what was that like culturally in terms of your journey and your identity living in both of those places? Like, did moving shift your experience in any way, if possible? Like, walk me through if that shifted anything for you.
Well, I was really young when I moved over here. I was 11,
Okay.
and moving from Mexico to Miami is not too far off. Like
Yeah.
as far as like the Latino culture and like the like Hispanic background and like Catholicism or Christianity.
Hmm.
So like it was a little bit of a shift in the sense that I saw queer people in person and I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
you exist.